Greetings, everybody, and welcome to this edition of the Media Files. Today we have ourselves a book update. Yeah, can't go wrong with a book update. Not very much, just a little bit here. Oh, mainly sci-fi and pretty much all sci-fi and fantasy, as usual. So let's see what we have this time, right here on the Media Files. Welcome back. All right, so first up, we have a novel adaptation of a really awesome sci-fi film that came out in 2000, literally the year 2000. But one thing I did not know about this movie at the time was that it was going to be an animated movie because I remember seeing the teaser trailer, and that's all I really saw out of it. And all we know is that there was some sort of alien invasion coming, and everybody had to leave Earth because Earth was basically being destroyed. And I'm like, what's this? So many months later, it finally comes out. Pretty good cast for what it is. Starring Matt Damon and Drew Barrymore. So we have the novelization of Titan AE. Yeah. Great animated film with great, 2D animation, also with 3D CGI animation, directed by Bluth, Don Bluth, who's a great animator, who did loads of stuff, including the Space Age, Dragon's Lair games, but also great other animated movies like one of my favorites, All Dogs Go to Heaven, Rockadoodle, um, and also produced The Land Before Time. So yeah, so there you go. Can't go wrong with Titan AE. Up next, this book is actually the first book in a trilogy based off of a sci-fi movie that I've never seen. I probably should, considering that the series, well, it only has one season on Disney Plus, and that's all it's going to get. But we have from George Lucas and X-Men writer Chris Claremont, we have Shadow Moon. Yeah, the first book in the Willow sequel trilogy. So there we go. Yeah. Apparently this book takes place after the movie, and I have never watched the movie, and I probably should before I read this book. I've got the second book. I believe it's, Shadow Dawn, so I need to get the third book in the series, and I have all of it. So up next, we have from fantasy writer Brandon Sanderson, who is mainly known for finishing the awesome fantasy series Wheel of Time. We have the first book in the Mistborn series, which is actually the Wax and Wane series. We have the Alloy of Law. I'm like, sweet, I'll have to read this because I've never actually read any of his stuff. And, sounded kind of interesting, kind of like a steampunk type of story, which sounded interesting. So I'm like, sweet, I'll have to, check this out and read it. So up next, found have some of his books, but not all of them. This one I'm surprised I actually found in really nice condition on hardback from the writer of Game of Thrones, George R.R. Martin. We have his youth novel, his young adult novel, The Ice Dragon. Yeah, with awesome artwork on the inside there, awesome illustrations by Louise Royo. So yeah, there you go. Nice short story, about a little over 100 pages, but it goes real quick. So there you go. Nice big writing. And finally, I just saw the title and it intrigued me. I had to get it because, well, it was free. So here we have from authors Douglas Brody, and Carol Serling. That name should give you a hint of what it is. But we have the novel from the 50th anniversary tribute. We have Rod Serling and the Twilight Zone. So yeah, awesome book about about behind the scenes of the show, I believe, and probably talking about different episodes and whatnot. So yeah, like I said, I've never actually read this book, and I just saw it because it was a book based on the Twilight Zone, and I'm like, I like that old show. They don't make shows like that anymore. And, or if they do, they get canceled after 2 lousy seasons, and it's been rebooted how many times? Yeah, CBS can't keep a track record of a good show lately these days. It's all about, let's throw everything out there all at once, and let's not, keep people in suspense, kind of like what Disney Plus does with their Star Wars shows and whatnot. So yeah, got some great reading material for nighttime, and yeah. So with that, if you'd like links to those, I'll put those down in the description below. So yeah, and don't forget to like and subscribe, hit that notification bell, leave a comment down below, and I'll get back to you. And so with that, I'll see you in the next video. See ya.